Howdy, everyone.
Howdy.
Welcome to Spark and Chaos, a journey of thought with cowboy and cowgirl.
Well, hello. How's it going, y'all?
My name's Farmer John, and with me, as always, is...
Leah Clark. Down here, just visiting for friends.
Just visiting for friends.
Just sitting in, talking about some My Hero kids and their academias.
I'm getting chickens in March.
What do you mean you're getting chickens?
Yeah.
Like you're getting chickens?
Yeah.
Like you're going to have a chicken coop?
Yeah.
That's so fun. Out in your backyard?
Yeah.
Are you allowed to?
Yeah.
How? How's that possible?
You have to have at least a quarter of an acre and no roosters. You can have up to 8 hens.
You have a quarter of an acre? No way.
Just under.
Just under. So you just have to say you have a quarter of an acre.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And you're going to have... You need to be careful, because there's raccoons.
It'll be fine.
Okay.
It'll be fine. But yeah, I'm excited. Anyway. I can't wait to be a heroic chicken.
A heroic chicken?
It's a Denki Kaminari reference. We'll get there at some point.
Oh my gosh, he wants to be a chicken?
He wants to be a heroic chicken.
Are you going to name one of them Denki?
I probably will, depending on what they look like.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway.
Any poodle, I'm excited.
This is, we're covering Season 2, Ep 16 of My Hero.
I'm already mad about it.
Hero Killer Stain versus UA students. So in the last episode, we theorized, that title's a little telling. Mm-hmm. So we left off with Iida basically dying. Mm-hmm. And then some some pro hero named Native.
Poor Native. He shows up and he's just like hanging.
He's just hanging. And so, but Hero Killer Stain versus UA students, we had theories. So you thought it was going to be Deku and Todoroki coming to the rescue.
And Ochako, for some reason. I thought he would call
Ochako. Or no, I said Ochako.
You did?
Yeah, because we both knew it was going to be Deku, but then I thought, because they're on like the group chat,
you
that Ochako was going to come.
And I thought Todoroki's.
And so we'll see. We'll talk about who was right. But yes, Deku, in this ep, Deku rushes to the scene where all the pro heroes are fighting off the Nomus. Iida is helpless, lying there on the ground against Stain, about to be killed, and only avoids certain doom thanks to some timely help arriving.
Timely help.
In this app, we have the usual show and tell, Patreon Q's and A's, fun facts and whatnots. We're going to be covering Stain in this episode.
Yay, Stain!
Yay, Stain. And this is just a Stainerific episode because we also have a special segment, Patreon... Well, I don't know what it's going to be called. This would be a long title. Patreon patrons ask questions of the voice of Stain, Robert McCollum.
That's so fun.
Yeah, so that'll be exciting. But yeah, this was both a good... It wasn't a bad episode at all. It was a really exciting episode. But
it was a frustrating...
A frustrating episode. But there were some good parts, and we'll get into it. But yeah, let's rock and roll. All right. I feel like you always start off show and tell, so I'm going to start off show and tell.
You started off.
I'll poop.
Start it off.
Let me poop. Some of you may recognize this as a
Funko pen.
Nope.
Wait, what's it called? Pen. No, it's not Funko pen. What is it? A pen? Fig pen. I knew it was something like that.
Fig pen. You probably just heard Fig Pen's CEO who's just sitting there in his dusty office.
That's so sad.
Looking at his phone, and
he's like,
"Are they mentioning us?" No, they said Funko pen, sir.
Damn it.
That's a Fig pen. These are super cool, and honestly, I probably, like the Fig pen themselves, thought that this would take over Funko Pops, because Fig pens are super cool. They're very hardy. For those of you listening, this is the standard Denki Kaminari Fig pen. They're cool because Each one is unique. You know about
How?
that code on the back?
No.
So each fig pin has its own code. And so what you do
That's cool.
is you put your code into the app, the fig pin app, and you can see your fig pin stats.
What?
Yes.
They have stats?
They have stats. And so this is the second ever produced Denki Kaminari fig pin.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you find that? How'd you get it?
They sent it to me. So when it first came out, they reached out and said, hey, we want to send you a fig pin. And I was like, yes, please.
That's so cool.
And they told me about all the whatever. And so I pulled up the stats. And sure enough, it is the second ever one made. And like each fig pin has like stats. And so we're going to do this whole thing.
So cool.
Where you could like battle other fig pins. Like you could be like, hey, let's battle our fig pins.
How?
There's going to be a whole thing.
Yeah.
It's going to be all in the app. I don't know whatever happened with it. I don't even know if I have the app on my phone anymore.
That's such a good idea. They should pick it up again.
They should, because it's super cool. They're hardy. They're cool, because I think they got the idea, because, especially, like, with, like, anime fans, they like to put the pins all over their backpacks and stuff.
It would be cool if they did kind of like what geocaching used to do, where they had those travel bugs, where if you traded it, and then the person would register it, and then you could see, like, where it goes. Like, you could travel.
No, yeah, so that's the other thing, too, is, you can see, like, the history, where it came from.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
They need to do that again. I would get one.
Let me see if... I have to remember
That's so cool.
my credentials.
A fig pen.
They sent it to me, not even that long ago. I thought it was longer. It's the beginning of the pandemic.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so this is the Fig Pin app, right? View collection. I have one, Denki Kaminari.
That's cool.
So there's like scores, story score, edition, all this stuff, right? And you can like, move to shelf or whatever. You can trade and
you
all
can
this
trade.
Stuff. I don't know what all you can do with it. Oh, sorry.
That's such a good idea.
Yeah, like it seems really cool.
They need to figure it out. Keep doing it.
I don't even know if they make fig pins anymore.
Oh my gosh. I hope they do.
For now available, my hero is Mirko.
Mirko?
So, I mean,
Which
I feel
one's
like...
Mirko? The rabbit?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
She was new like 2 years ago.
What? I'm going to look up Toga fig pin because I had one.
What'd you do with it?
I auctioned it off for like $30
There's two.
Or something.
There's two Toga ones. There's her with her mask on, and then there's one. What'd you call this? Pumpkin spice latte?
Oh, pumpkin spice psychopath.
That was Leah Clark. Pumpkin spice.
Pumpkin spice psycho. Sociopath. Pumpkin spice sociopath. That's better. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I want that.
Yeah.
That's my favorite look of hers. There it is. A Crunchyroll.
What?
It says it's a Crunchyroll.
What's that Crunchyroll?
The pumpkin spice fig pin.
Oh, their Crunchyroll store?
Yeah.
See if anyone up at the studio could find it for you. I wonder if they have one in the back somewhere. Way in the back.
Way in the back.
Yeah, I saw this guy. Where'd he go? Where is he? Do you still have him? Oh,
no.
I just barely missed him. And I was like, yeah, I forgot. The fig pins are freaking cool. And I've signed a hand. And these are really fun to sign. Or
yeah.
I like signing them because, look, there's this right here.
Yeah.
I would do gold or silver paint pen. Some people like to sign there. Or I would like to sign this, like the back of it.
Yeah. To have it.
I like it. I like fig pins.
I do too.
But
damn.
I think they kind of don't really do them anymore.
I know. Whoever bought my fig pin, give it back. I want it back now. For $30.
For $30. Anyway,
wow.
That's my cool little fig pin show and tell. What do you got?
All right. What I have is a funny story. And it's a bootleg Toga figure. So it looks like, it's shaped like the Toga figure. That kind of looks like this, but you can tell because the colors are all off.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know. You feel it. It's like somebody's like project.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then like the My Hero logo is like stickered on there. Like all the colors are off.
Oh no, it's Culture Fly.
What's Culture Fly? Are they bootleg? This is not. This looks like the legit Toga that comes in a box. But yeah.
This is from Culture Fly.
What the hell's Culture Fly? A bootleg company? That sells bootlegs?
No. Yeah.
Let me see it.
So Culture Fly, it's like a, what do they call it? It's a box.
Uh-huh.
And they used to do mystery ones, but like if you do the My Hero box, you get like Aizawa's scarf and a little backpack and a notepad.
Oh, yeah.
And you get a figure.
Oh, it's kind of like
What's that called?
those gift boxes. Or not, they're mystery boxes.
Mystery, yeah.
Oh, poop.
But they're like...
But yeah, look. Yeah, so it's like kind of a sticker.
Let me see. But look, Mount Lady's blonde, Toga's blonde. Look at their skin colors. And look how off this looks.
But look, it's the same.
They could have taken this and made this and stuck it on there, though. You know what I mean? Because this doesn't feel like... Maybe it does.
But these aren't... It's not like these are hyper valuable. Like, this would be a really silly thing to bootleg. I think it's just not the best quality.
Oh. But I mean, like, these are... I mean, I don't think they would bootleg the Culture Fly, but I feel like there's a... I feel like I have a toga that looks like this. Hang on, let me look it up. Let me just see if these are the colors, because if so...
Bootleg.
It looks bootleg. I swear it's bootleg.
I'm not saying it's the best quality, but I don't think it's bootleg.
Really?
Yeah.
It looks like... Because I feel like I have a legit one in a box that looks like this pose that is not this color. Like, she doesn't have, like, a weird spray tan for no reason.
Her hair does look like pink, almost.
It looks pink. And her hair's supposed to be blonde. Ash blonde. To be specific. Okay, I'm looking at this Culture Fly.
I have two.
Because you know what? This could have been the stand for a different character, and then they just made Toga.
Oh, that's possible, I guess.
And then just stuck her on here. And they're like, look, it's Culture Fly. But let me see. Toga.
I found it on eBay.
Does it look like this?
Yeah, looks just like that. Hang on.
Well, then Culture Fly, you're bootlegged. No way.
Yeah?
Yeah, and that's the box. That's just them? No, wait, look at her hair. That hair is yellow. I don't know. It still has the same... Look at the face, though. Oh, well, okay, yeah. I guess it does have the same goober face. Okay, I'm sorry. Maybe it's not bootleg, but it looks bootleg AF. Like, this is not what you want. Culture Fly, do better.
I don't think they're a company anymore.
I wonder why. Like, jeez. Damn.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay.
There you go.
That's my show and tell. Bootleg Toga.
Our show and tell is from two companies that aren't around anymore.
Just not anymore. Yeah.
That's great.
They don't exist.
Awesome.
Oh well.
I hope you guys enjoy that. Remember, we do enjoy getting gifts. So if you ever meet us at a con, bring something by. Whether it's a bootleg toga or a fun fig pin or something you created. We love fan art.
Yeah.
If you've been listening and watching for a while, now we love fan art and cool
Make me a
knickknacks
plushie.
and
I want a plushie.
a plushie.
Everyone makes Kyle plushies.
No, make Leah a toga Umbreon.
Oh yeah, a Togaron.
A Togaron.
Togaron.
We need some more Umbreons.
Yes, that'd be so cute.
But yeah, appreciate you guys. Let's get back to the show. So yes, he's been mentioned a few times. My first note that I have written down is Deku's the one who I don't know if he is the first one to fully name him, but he's like, oh, you're Manuel, the normal hero. And I just love, that would be like my hero name. Manuel, yeah, his manual. It's your instruction manual, the tutorial hero.
The tutorial.
Yeah, like no, honestly, like in a My Hero game, like I'm surprised, like he would be the one that's like, hi, I'm gonna teach you the really simple basics, and like, I don't know, I just love that he's the normal hero.
I love that too.
Like, what does that even mean?
Like, what is it? Yeah, normal. Like you're just normal. You're a normal guy. Like I'm normal. How do you normally hero?
We see him like. He moves water, remember? Because someone rips off the fire hydrant.
Yeah.
And then Manuel's the one that like...
He like moved it.
Yeah.
But do we know if that's just...
I'm going to look it up.
Is that all he does? Who plays Manuel?
That's Ethan Gallardo.
Who's Ethan Gallardo?
He's a voice actor.
Oh. Well, figured that much. But, I mean, is he from the DF Dubs? Or is he from
was.
LA?
I don't think he's there anymore.
Oh.
Oh, he has an unnamed water quirk.
An unnamed water quirk.
Why is he called...
The normal hero?
The normal hero.
Because he looks normal? Maybe that's it. That's weird.
He's the current number 222nd pro hero.
Holy crap. I didn't realize there were that many
Oh my
pro heroes.
gosh. He has a very kind, attentive, and ordinary personality. An inspiring attitude.
Ordinary.
Let's become a role model for all modern heroes and can complete any task simply. I don't know. He likes balance and houseplants.
And houseplants. Well, that's sweet. What? And houseplants?
Manuel's profile implies that his hero name is secretly self-deprecating. Oh. I wonder if he has problems like everyone else in this show.
They all do. They all do. I feel like that's the theme.
Yeah. That's it.
That's
he
it.
has stats. He is 3 out of 5 in every category.
3 out of 5, and
Yep.
he's a pro hero training somebody?
Yeah.
Iida?
There you go.
That's
Manuel.
why Iida's dumb.
Guys, give it up for Manuel, the normal
Woo,
hero.
Manuel!
Give him a normal amount of applause. There you go.
Manuel, the normal hero. Manuel, the normal. I feel like that should be like a Sesame Street skit. Can't you see? It's Manuel, the normal hero.
It's okay to be normal, kids.
You can be normal.
But yeah, we see normal. We see Manuel normal in action. It was actually pretty cool. I think this is the first time in the show, right, that we've seen a bunch of pro heroes.
Yeah, like all in one.
We saw the teachers at the very end of season 1, but like we haven't seen like just random like pro heroes kind of coming together to like do a joint operation. And so that was cool. This should have been a great VA shout out episode.
But you can recognize nobody.
No,
We
because
can
everyone's
shout out
just
normal.
shouting everything.
I know. It's hard to tell.
I picked out one, which we hear Native talk a little bit
Yeah, who's native?
with Josh Martin.
No way. Josh Martin.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident that's Josh Martin.
cute. I love Josh Martin playing native.
And then we hear someone go, "Where are all the pros?" That's Jean-Luc.
How did you know that was Jean-Luc?
I picked it out. He's got a pretty recognizable voice, but everyone else, like, I almost picked the one girl who, she kind of not yells at Deku, but she's like, "Hey, you're in the way. Like, we got this. Like, go find help or go to the rescue point or whatever." Like, I almost recognized her voice, but I wasn't sure. But
Dang it.
yeah, so this should have been a good VA shout out episode, but sadly it was not.
But, it's fine.
But yeah, so we kind of just I like the chaos of the situation is we just jump right in. So the Nomus it's like 2 Nomus are like in one area and then the other Nomus in another area. I'll get into some shenanigans. And then Stains killing Iida and Native. And then like Endeavor shows up, which is just so random. He's been this like almost distant like figure. Seems like he was only, in my mind, he's only important to the story for Todoroki. Like, he's only there.
Yeah, like he's just off in the shadows.
Yes.
Just being the reason for Todoroki's rage.
Yes. But then to see him in action, it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, he's cool.
You can't say Endeavor's cool.
Why?
I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry.
Endeavor's cool, and Minetta's just a child. Doing things that children sometimes do.
She said it,
Midnight's
not
a
me.
pedophile.
Yes, this is true. Midnight.pdf.
Guys, get it right.
Yeah.
That's it.
And then we get a little quick flashback, and this was a little weird for me, of Shigaraki asking for permission to use the Nomus.
He asked for Nomus.
He wanted all 6 that were available.
Yeah.
And I don't know, he was just like, "Can I use them?
Can I rent your Nomus?
I don't know, it was just like, it felt weird. Like,
Really? I thought it was kind of cool. I think it kind of showed that, he's not the top dude. Like, he still answers to somebody, so he doesn't have, like, all the control that he seems like he would, because, I mean, he's always, like, the biggest on the poster, and they were like, oh, man, that's the dude.
Yeah.
But no, like, he still has to ask permission to use no moves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He answers to somebody.
You're not wrong at all, but it just felt weird. Like, I was like, ooh.
Just like, why is he asking permission?
It's like the Joker asking for permit. Like, can I use that cool weapon to try and beat Batman? I don't know. It was just like, ooh.
But that's what they wanted you to know.
Yeah,
that was the point. Because that way you can be like, no, he's not as cool as I thought. He's still learning. He's got a supervisor.
He does. Well, he's the supervisor. He has like a store manager.
He has a manager. Yeah.
I guess.
I don't know. I thought it was a neat thing for me. I thought it was cool to like show us like where he lays in the ranks, that he's borrowing no moves.
Yeah.
And no, you can't have all 6. You can have 3 and use it as a learning experience.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Huh.
All right. Sure.
It's a cute little detail.
I think that's basically all we really see with Shigaraki is like he's just like, can I have 3
no moves?
And that's it.
Yeah.
We see Endeavor light up one of the no moves, and that is when we both knew who was going to be there to rescue Iida.
Yeah.
So we knew it was like, it's obvious it's going to be Deku. He's not only the hero, but he's like actively looking for him.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, Endeavor's out of nowhere. Well, Todoroki's at the agency.
So there you go.
So
he's going to be there.
The other one, but he's not there yet. First, we got to talk about Iida. And I don't want to go on too hard of too long of a tangent because it's I feel like we've just been tearing him apart these past couple eps. But
it's not so much Iida for me in this one. I mean, yes, Iida's an idiot, but it's the whole idea of us stop all the action, stop the rage, stop protecting each other, wait for Iida's inner monologue, wait for Deku to figure out what he's gonna do, wait for everyone's thought process. Stain's just hanging out with his blades. Like, why are we waiting? What is this waiting? This is so weird. And it's so much that it just it took me personally out of the story because it was so blatant. It was so long and ridiculous, and they didn't even try to hide it this time. I feel like sometimes they try to hide it with a lot of slow-mo action while somebody's thinking in the air, whereas no, Stain's just waiting. He's got all day. He has got all day for these kids to just figure out what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
I don't know.
This is a very common anime trope. It is probably one of the more frustrating ones. It really makes no sense. But like you said, there have been other shows, and even I think in My Hero, where if it's okay, I really got to think of my next move. Okay, he's doing this, but while they're doing that, you'd see Stain would be kind of walking towards them, or maybe he's kind of getting up and getting ready for round 2. And there was I think it was, I don't know if it was earlier this season or last season, but at some point, remember, someone has I think it was during the sports festival. Someone has a mental monologue and it gets cut off as the person.
Yeah.
Those are cool moments. Funny. But yeah, this one where it's just it's like Stain wouldn't do that. Especially, we're getting a little ahead of ourselves, but when Deku figures out exactly how his quirk works, that Stain would interrupt that thought. He'd be like, oh, out loud he's talking about how my quirk works, which would give them an advantage. I need to stop this. But instead he's just
just waiting. He's got all day. He ain't got nothing to do.
There you go. Good job. You figured it out.
Yeah,
nice. You know, it's so stupid. But anyway, back to Iida being an idiot.
Just laying on the ground.
Yeah, this whole... So yeah, officially, now we both know Iida had no plan.
Nothing.
I still had a little sliver of hope that okay, maybe Deku shows up and Iida's oh, you're here, I can't move, so my plan was to throw this grenade at him or stick him with this thing or something. No.
He didn't have a plan.
Iida literally, for multiple days on end, is blinded by rage.
Yep. Just running in there.
Which does not happen. And just runs in there and kicks. And again, and we saw this with the fight between Iida and Todoroki, Iida's quirk is speed, yet Stain is able to easily dodge his boosted kick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Either
Iida's just not that cool.
He's not.
Where Stain is like extra fast. Like what?
It's like Iida started off as like not cool, like stick in the mud, hall monitor, but then it's like, oh, he's actually kind of funny, seems like a good friend, okay, but it's just like
now he's an idiot.
Now he's an idiot, and he's not fast. We've now seen multiple instances where he's not very fast.
He's not as fast as we're supposed to think, and that's his quirk. What?
I don't know. I feel like honestly, I really feel like Horikoshi dropped the ball with Iida. I hate to say it. I know he's like
poop.
The guy. And
how is he the guy though? I don't get that.
Horikoshi?
Oh, Horikoshi. I thought you meant Iida.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Horikoshi's the guy. He's done like overall. I'm really enjoying the show. It's been fun watching it. Obviously, I'm very happy and proud to be a part of it.
Yeah.
But this just seems like this is one of the lamest tropes in fiction.
Yeah.
And
I'll get revenge.
For it to happen to Iida makes no sense. Or
Yeah,
for Iida to act like this, it's just.
He's supposed to be really smart.
And then where we got frustrated in the pre-watch was he's lying there paralyzed, like about to die, and he's like, "You guys, this isn't your fight. Get out of here." And it's just like,
what are you gonna do, boo boo? What are you gonna do?
Yeah,
huh?
luckily. Well, I guess we'll just
You're
jump
paralyzed.
ahead. Yeah, Todoroki shows up, and luckily Todoroki of all people, who's like the most he needs the most therapy, is the one that's like, shut the hell up, dude.
I know. What?
So like Iida went further down in my book after this episode, and Todoroki actually went up a lot.
Todoroki was cool, and I liked. I mean, he made a grand entrance. You know, it's like we're fighting Stain, we're paralyzed, whatever, and all of a sudden, there's fire.
Fire.
And we're like, I thought it was Endeavor.
Yeah.
And no, it's Todoroki.
If only it was Endeavor. Endeavor would have just been like, oh, all right, you're dead.
Flamed all of them, but no. But
okay.
yeah, it was Todoroki.
But wait, we're like jumping all around. Okay. Poop. All right. So Iida's dumb on the ground. So Stain, we learned, because Native is frozen, can't move. Iida's frozen, can't move.
Yeah.
And it's because we learned Stain, so he has all these knives and blades, because he cuts people and then licks their blood.
Oh, right, yeah.
And that paralyzes them. So we learn that later, and then Deku he figures it out.
He's the type, right?
Yeah, in a minute. But yeah, and then again, and so Deku shows up, and it's kind of the episode kind of goes out of order a little bit because all of a sudden, Iida's about to be stabbed by Stain. Deku shows up, does a flying smash on Stain.
Detroit.
Okay, the first one's just a normal smash.
Oh, okay.
So remember, last episode, Stain has Native up against the wall.
Yeah.
And he's about to kill him, right? Iida silently comes flying in with a kick, a super speed kick. Stain dodges it and knocks his helmet off.
And he's like,
Deku comes in, jumping off walls. Stain would hear.
Yeah.
And delivers a normal speed punch. Maybe he's a little boosted from All for or One for All, but he's potentially or supposed to be not as fast as Iida.
Yeah.
Stain doesn't dodge that at all.
No, you're right. He's just like, nah. That's weird. Inconsistent.
Iida sucks.
Iida sucks. Iida's the worst.
But yeah, so Deku comes in. But yeah, so it goes a little out of order because all of a sudden Deku's there, smashes Stain, and then we get a little rewind of Deku being like, wait, where is he? Where could he be? That's when Deku runs into all the pro heroes. And then he realizes, wait. And he says this again. He lands the punch on Stain. And he's like, Iida, here's how I found you. Hold on a second, Mr. Stain. I have to explain this to Iida. How I found you was... ba-da-da-da.
And Stain's just like, all right.
Yeah, he's like, go ahead.
I gotta lay. Go for it.
It was ridiculous. But yeah, basically, Deku from TV or from watching TV figured out that Stain works in the shadows. So, like, there's all this commotion over here, so Stain's probably somewhere in here, and Deku just happened to go down the right alleyway.
He figured it out.
And
it's like, boom, there he is.
Came in to save the day, but...
It's so annoying.
Yeah. By the way, when Deku shows up, he goes, that's the boy from the picture. Whose picture?
Oh, Shigaraki.
Stain calls him Shigaraki. He does not call him Tomura James.
He just uses his name. That's true.
He just says Shigaraki.
Thank God. Somebody does it right.
Somebody does it right.
You know? Shigaraks.
Shigaraks.
Rock steady.
All right, before we get too far. Let's do Patreon Q&A.
Q&A. Lester Richter wants to know if you would go one-on-one with an MHA character, anyone on a poker game, who would win and why? Well, what?
So who would you go heads up with in a poker game?
Okay, and then who would win? Okay, go for it.
This is easy. Bakugo. And I would win.
Oh, yeah, because he would just...
Not only do I play poker on the reg.
Really?
Yes.
Poop.
I didn't know that.
All you'd have to do is get him upset. That's it. The easiest way to predict someone in poker is for them to get mad. Because when they're mad, they make mistakes, they show their tells. Easy.
Really?
Yeah. Bakugo I would win so much money off of Bakugo. It would be insane.
Now, do you get them mad by making them mad about other things, or like they get mad about the hand?
Mad about the hand. No. In game.
Okay.
You could do things, the easiest thing to do would be to bluff and and he's got like a good hand, but he'd be like, and I'm betting like I've got a really good hand. And then he would fold, be like, you probably got me beat. I'll fold. Normally you would muck. You don't show your hands. You're like, yeah, I had you beat. And you're like, okay. But you could just go, I was bluffing.
Oh.
Thanks.
Snap.
And he'd be like, ah! and then you try and recreate it. But this time you have a really good hand, and he's like, "I'll win because I know you're bluffing." You're like, "No, I have the full house." And then after that, you've got him.
And then that's it.
Yeah,
then
that's it.
Yo-yo him.
Easy beat. I'd love to play poker against Bakugo. Actually, so I played with Cliff, and I beat him every time. Yeah.
Really?
For the same reason. Yeah.
Cliff gets mad?
Oh yeah. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh. When do you have time to play poker?
Once a month.
Okay.
I have a father-son game.
A father-son game? Mm-hmm. That's so cute.
Yeah.
I love that.
A friendly game.
A little friendly game of poker.
A little friendly game of poker.
Oh, snap.
Do you play poker at all?
I know how to play poker. I don't play it regularly.
Did you ever play at a casino?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I played with my grandpa. My grandpa had a regular group that he went and played poker with, and me and my fiance at the time, we went, and he basically taught us how to play it, and we just played with a bunch of little old guys. It was great.
Nice.
In a little poker room.
Oh,
it was
hell
fun. Yeah. I won.
Nice.
I did really well.
Nice.
So, yeah.
I've played a few times at the casino. I put it off for a long time, and I was just intimidated. Mm. But then finally, the first time I played, I was in Minneapolis or something, and I got smoked.
Really?
I think I was just nervous.
Yeah.
Because, there's all these...
So they could, read you.
Yeah, and there's, all these rules and stuff, and I was just worried about the rules. I was like... So then the next time I played was in another city somewhere. I was in Vegas, and I did a lot better. Because I was like, okay, yeah, my system, now let's, relax and actually play. And then I played in New Orleans. And, did really well.
Really?
Yeah.
In poker?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my gosh. I would be afraid to, go high-end poker.
I mean, I wasn't... I didn't win, a ton of money or anything, but I did. I won, $800 in New Orleans.
Nice. That's pretty cool.
But, yeah, it was. I was very happy. But, yeah, there's people sitting there, The hardest part about poker in a casino, we, for our monthly game, we do tournament style, so everyone pays $20. Mm-hmm. And so you all get the same amount of chips, and then at the end of the time, it's whoever... You're ranked by your chips, and that's who walks away with money, pay out the top 3. Oh, wow. But, cash poker, casinos, the problem is, it's so I'll come in with $200. Mm-hmm. I'm like, all right, I'm ready to play. Yeah. The guy next to me has $20,000.
Oh, damn. Yeah.
So, I'm using my strategies where everyone's kind of on the same playing field as far as money.
Yeah.
So, me, if I'm, bluffing and I'm I'm going to raise, $30, proportionately, that's a big raise for me.
Yeah.
For this guy, that's chump change.
Yeah, he's 100. What?
Yeah, so he's like, oh yeah, I'll see what you got. It's nothing to me. And so I was like, so I had to change how I played.
Yeah.
Because I can't really bluff at the casino.
Oh shoot.
I tried to play in Canada, but the poker room line was 3 hours long.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so I couldn't get
Just
in
to
there.
get in there.
Mm-hmm.
I like blackjack?
I used to. It was my game because I felt like I had more control, but like I have not done well the last few times I've played blackjack. Yeah, like I'm trying to like follow all the rules and probability and stuff, but like it just didn't work out.
You gotta watch everyone else's cards. Do you watch everyone else's cards?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. No, I play it right.
Okay.
You know, where it's like if you are dealt, 14 or something, and the dealer's showing, 16, stay. You gotta stay.
Yeah.
Like I know all those rules and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was.
But damn.
Yeah, I didn't. The past few, I used to do okay. I don't know. I've gotten unlucky the past few. But.
It's scary. I don't know. I've gotten a little more scared of it, I guess. Losing money is a bigger deal for me right now. So.
Yeah. Kara, she loves slot machines. She plays slots.
Dear God, why? There's no strategy there. You just throw it in there and whatever happens, happens.
That's what she likes.
Really?
And sometimes she does really well. So typically what we do when we go to like WinStar up the road, we'll each walk in with like $100 and I'll play card games and she'll play slots. And usually one of us will like do really well and the other will lose all their money.
Yeah.
Usually. So we'll walk away like even or like a little ahead or something like that. And it's like, had a good time.
That's what me and Hussein do too. We'll just we do exactly $100 and it's like when the $100 is gone, you're either just done or you've won.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
that's the thing. Look, I really like gambling. I like going to casinos and having fun, but I know I don't have a gambling problem because I'll walk in with like a certain amount and and I'll lose that amount. And I'm like, well, maybe next time.
Yeah.
Like I've seen those videos. I don't know if you've seen them where like in some casinos you can now deposit money straight from your bank account into the slot machine.
That's really scary.
Should be illegal.
It should be.
But
oh my God.
That's when you know you have a problem. Like they were like dropping 20 grand like straight from like they're logging into their bank on the slot machine.
Slot machine.
Straight depositing it.
That's just goofy.
Yeah.
Don't be doing that.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Gambling is fun, but that's the way to do it is to like
have a limit.
Let me bring in this much money, and if I run out of it, I walk away. Yeah. I'll go to the bar and have a couple drinks or something.
Exactly. Or if you get it back, then you pocket it, and then you can just play with whatever you have.
That's the ultimate goal is like if you go up, like if you're walking with 100 and then you like go up to 200, then you pocket that first 100. Mm-hmm. No matter what, you're walking away having lost no money.
Exactly.
And you just play with the play money.
You just play and decide whether you want to walk away with winnings or if you want to just, I had a good time, bye.
That's right. That's the way to do it.
Peace.
All right, from Jacqueline. I think she's asked 3 in a row. Since Toga and Stain both use blood to activate their quirks, if they were to use it on each other, what do you think his blood would taste like and vice versa?
What? What would it taste like?
Yeah.
I don't know. Freaking blood? I mean, cherries. I mean, what do you want?
Cherries.
It would taste disgusting. It would taste like metallic and bloody and gross. Togas would taste the same. They would taste like blood. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Blood tastes like blood. What do you think?
Wait, does Toga love Stain? Like she adores him. She idolizes him.
She does. She thinks he's
So if she were to use her quirk on him, would she turn into Stain to be able to use his quirk?
Yes. If she loves him enough.
So if they were to at the same time lick each other's blood,
oh God.
She would freeze.
She'd be paralyzed as Stain. Huh.
And then could she then, like as she's licking it, like with the blood still in her system, could she then freeze him?
Yes.
So they would just be two stains.
Two frozen stains.
Two frozen stains.
Staring at each other.
Like they're waiting for the other person to finish their monologue.
Exactly. And then whoever's blood type. I guess it would come down to blood type.
Oh, hold on. Stain's blood type.
Oh. Poop. I wonder if that's on there.
B.
He's B?
And O was the O.
O is better.
O is the fastest. It was O, A, B, B, right?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
What's Toga's? O?
Who would win in the fight? She's B?
B, type B. So they're both B?
So it would be a tie.
Wow. So yeah, they would be just frozen staring at each other until they didn't anymore. It says this detail is relevant because her quirk transform requires her to ingest someone's blood in order to a layer of lore consistency, and was also explored during Hero Killer Stain, where quirks interact with blood type effectiveness.
Interesting.
Huh.
I feel like we will never know.
I guess we won't.
But there you go. So
Unless this happened. Unless they swiped into the blood exchange,
Yeah.
both turned into stain. Whoever lets that first is the O.
However, when Toga transforms, does her blood also transform? Does she gain Stain's
Blood?
blood?
I would think so.
Well, then, so she would be in that moment as well.
Yeah, that's true. That's
We'll
true.
never know.
I guess we'll never
Maybe
know.
she has every blood type. Maybe that's what it comes
She has
down
whoever's that she swiped that day.
to. There you
Which
go.
means she should be O. Because that's the one that... Is it O negative or positive? One of those can take any blood type. And can be...
Universal, yeah. I
Universal
remember.
blood type.
Well, there you go. Thank you guys for the questions. Remember, if you want to ask us a question and
Get an answer?
get an answer.
Or
Yeah,
5?
Or 7. Or have us go on some huge tangent about blood and poker. Hop in the Patreon, patreon.com/KPF Productions. And not only do you get a shout out during the credits of everything produced, you get to ask a question.
Yeah, you get an answer.
Appreciate you guys. Back to the show. So we're back in the alley. So right now it's Deku. Deku just got there. Iida's on the ground. Native is on the ground. Stain's letting Deku just talk and mental line.
Make plans. And Stain's just standing there. I love when they flash him because it's infuriating, first of all, but also hysterical because he's just like, okay, guys.
Hey guys,
Whenever you're ready. I've got a knife here. Ready to go.
Because it's all this show's all about video games, so it's turn-based RPG. Like they take turns.
Yeah. They do. That's true. I wonder if that's why they're doing it.
No.
It's turn-based, my hero.
Because it's a stupid trope. I also love though, Deku actually. This is pretty smart. He's like, ooh, because he's like, Iida, let's go, and he's like, I can't move, and then it takes Deku forever to notice that Native is there. He's like, poop. Like I can't just leave. Yeah, Native is just like, just kill me, please. But it's actually smart of Deku, who's like, oh, yeah, Stain, you're way over there for some reason. You're not attacking. Let me
text somebody. Yeah.
With his gloves.
With his gloves on. Ooh. Did he have gloves on?
He did. Those thick white gloves. How is he able to do it?
It's a sensitive phone. Or maybe there's like those heat receptors. Remember
yeah. I have gloves like that.
Do they work?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. That's what he's got.
I mean, I wear them 3 days out of the year because it's never cold down here. But yeah, like it's just like the thumb and the index finger or something like that.
Yeah,
maybe
so you can
3.
text with your gloves on. That's cool.
But yeah, hopefully maybe Mei Hatsume thought of that when she made his suit. She's
That's
like,
a good idea.
You're gonna need the pads for if you need to use
just
your phone.
Just in case you need to text somebody in the alley.
But yeah, so he sends
Todoroki his location.
Which is pretty smart.
It is.
And we get the meddling line again, and man, I should have looked it up.
Is it getting involved instead of meddling? Getting involved is the essence of being a hero.
Yeah, he says the meddling line. Meddling is the essence of being a hero, or something like that.
Which is so weird.
It's just, we talked about that, what was that, like 6 episodes ago or something?
Yeah.
We feel like it missed the point because meddling has such negative connotation. When I was streaming, I was reading the manga, and I got to that part, during the sports festival. In the manga, the line was way better. And we talked about it during the pre-watch, and I forgot to look it up, and I don't remember exactly what he says, but it sounds way better in the manga. But it's very important here because Iida is on the ground, and he's like, Midoriya, what are you doing here? This fight is between me and Stain. And Deku's like, shut the fuck up, dude. The whole point of being a hero, is to help, is to,
Get involved.
literally what I'm doing right now is the essence of what it means to be a hero. And you are just being a selfish dumbass. And Stain has said it. Deku just said it. Todoroki's about to say it. And Iida just doesn't get it. And it's so frustrating. But once again, these quirks and their power levels and stuff, like Deku hits Stain with a Detroit smash.
Why Detroit? Why not a Texas?
I don't know.
Because it's Stain, man. It's like the hero, the big dude. Don't you want the biggest Texas smash?
Texas smash. It doesn't matter, because I think even if it was a Texas smash, it would have been the same result, which is that nothing would have happened.
Yeah.
Because just like Bakugo's explosions, the smashes don't seem to do anything.
Yeah.
Like Deku hits him like a sneak attack, a sucker punch,
Yeah,
with
like
a smash.
dives down with
He's
a smash.
like, boom, hits him.
And it
nothing
seems like
happens.
that could like break somebody's jaw.
Yeah.
Like that. But
So nothing
Not
happens.
Stain.
Like, I don't know, maybe Stain is real. He's real muscular or something. I don't know. But and then this fight, like we really get to see Stain. Like he gets real like, this isn't the right word, but like gross, but like in a cool way. Like he's got like lots of like cool poses and like lots of zooms in on his face. Like overall, like Stain's a cool villain. Like he's the kind of villain I like, where he has this like, he's very crazy, but he's got like a code that he lives by.
yeah, I love that he's got like rules and like boundaries for himself.
Like, especially when you compare him to someone like Shigaraki. Shigaraki's just like, I hate All Might. And like, then he's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But like
Stain's
Stain, you remove the villainous things he does, and it's like he cares so much about heroes that these fake heroes who are only in it for fame and fortune and money, like they shouldn't be heroes. It's like, so just on the surface levels, like Stain has a point.
Yeah.
Right? He's got a
I love that.
point, but then he just takes it too far.
Yeah. But yeah, I love that he has a purpose. Like he's just not out there unhinged, like killing willy-nilly just because he's a villain.
I thought you were about to say killing Willie Nelson.
Yeah, I don't want him to kill Willie Nelson either. Getting involved in other people's business is one of the principal qualities of a hero.
Maybe. And then, man, I almost got not mad, but I thought they were about to pull this out of their ass again. Where so Deku is he gets nicked, and Stain gets his blood, so he's frozen. Native is frozen. Iida's frozen. This is when Todoroki shows up, and Deku's the last one to get frozen, but then he's the first one to start moving again. And so, but right before he starts moving, like you see, like his fingers twitch.
Oh yeah.
And they're like, how's he moving? And I thought they're about to do like, oh, it's his passion again.
Oh, right.
And I was gonna be like, God damn it.
He's like so passionate about it all.
Yeah, he's able to burst through it. But luckily, it's the blood type thing, and so we learned the weakness of Stain's quirk is that, I mean, it's the difficulty of getting the blood into his mouth is already kind of a weakness. But then you have the like he can't be like, okay, he's gonna be frozen for 10 minutes. Like he can't just straight up across the board. He's like, well, I don't know what his blood type is. Yeah. So he would need something from Mei Hatsume where he can like read people's blood types. Be like, okay.
Oh yeah.
He's an O type, so he's only gonna be frozen for 2 minutes. But yeah, so that's kind of the downside of Stain's quirk, is that he can paralyze anyone, but he doesn't know for how long. Yeah. It's a gamble.
It's a gambler.
It's a gamble. But yeah, and so I have no here to talk about the Japanese and their blood types. I already have. It's a big deal in Japan.
It's a big deal, which is so strange to me. I wonder why.
I don't know. Like we would be like, hi, I'm Kyle. This is my job.
This is what I like, and I'm type
Yeah,
negative.
In Japanese, they're very much like, here's my blood type.
That's so freaking weird.
I don't know. Ask chat why blood type is such a big deal in Japan.
Okay.
You're like, oh, thank you, please.
No.
I love talking to chat.
Stop. Listen, it's
Chat's my favorite.
It's just saving time searching the internet.
Yeah.
Why is blood type such a big deal in Japan? Let us see. She says it's often believed to influence personality, similar to how astrology is treated. That's what you said.
Yep.
It's deeply woven in pop culture. even workspaces. Here's a breakdown of why it's such a big deal. Oh, this is fun. A means you're organized, sensitive, and a perfectionist.
Okay.
B means you're creative, passionate, individualistic, and sometimes seen as selfish. O means you're confident, outgoing, and leadership oriented. AB means you're mysterious, logical, cool, but sometimes two-faced. Damn. Dating apps and magazines in Japan often list compatibility based on blood type. What the heck?
Yeah, it's all over anime.
Oh my gosh.
Very big deal in Japan.
Just simple categorization is what it says. Most Japanese people today don't truly believe it's scientific, but it's widely used in a lighthearted cultural way.
Okay.
Like horoscopes.
That's
Yeah.
right. There you go.
Wow. Anstrastin.
Boom.
I wonder if that's how, like, when you're writing a character, I guess you have to think about what their blood type is. You know? Maybe that's how it gets... Maybe that's why it's brought up in anime a lot. Maybe the creators do really think about the blood type of their characters. And that's why we can Google, what is my character's blood type? I don't even know my own blood type.
Toga is a yandere?
She is a yandere for show.
So then I wonder if Toga's blood type is AB. All these links are saying yanderes are typically AB because what did you say? What is AB?
It is mysterious, logical, cool, but sometimes two-faced. I can see that. Yeah, all of these are very broad, though.
Yeah, well, just like astrology.
Astrology is way more detailed. Way more detailed. Come on.
Stop it.
Like Tauruses have thick necks.
Mm.
That's a thing.
I have a thick neck. I'm not a Taurus.
No, but you're... What are you, Gemini?
Well, guess.
No, Pisces. You're Pisces. I knew it.
No, what do you mean you knew it? We've
I
talked
can
about
tell.
this.
I can tell.
Stop it.
No, but it makes sense when you say it.
Anyway.
Anyway.
So Todoroki shows up.
Oh.
Wait, I thought astrology was just there's physical attributes as well?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you said Tauruses have thick necks?
Tauruses have thick necks.
What's Pisces? Oh, Pisces, they have huge dicks.
It's even, especially the women. I don't think Pisces has a defining physical trait. There's some of them that don't, but like Virgo does, Capricorns do, which I am. We all have like dark features and very like prominent eyebrows. Tauruses have thick necks. Virgos have very slender
It
features.
says Pisces tend to have old souls and wise eyes.
Do you have wise eyes? No, that's not a thing.
Their facial features tend to be round and soft with pillowy lips.
Pillowy lips? Do you have pillow? Let me see. They're pretty pillowy. Round and soft. I can see that. I have another Pisces friend. They both have like very full lips. That's the thing. So y'all have full lips. Pisces has full lips.
Full lips?
Yeah.
Nice. I guess.
Leos tend to have really good hair.
Most vulnerable area of the body for Pisces people are their ankles and feet.
You got bit on your feet?
I did. It's rare to catch a Pisces dominant person without a pedicure. Or at the bare minimum, well-trimmed toenails.
Do you have well-trimmed toenails?
No.
Oh. Yes, you do. You probably do.
I don't.
Oh.
Poop. Kara trims my nails, but
Well, see? There you go. She's a Libra, right?
I don't know.
When's her birthday?
December 3rd.
December 3rd?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's a Sagittarius. She's a Sagittarius. That's fun.
I guess.
Yeah, they're very fun. They tend to be fiery. They're actually a fire sign, which is interesting. So people think that they're air signs, or maybe they are air signs. I thought they were fire signs.
Oh. Sagittarius folks have personality plus. Their charm, good looks, and sex appeal make them appealing. Poop.
It's true. Hussein's a Sagittarius also.
He's pretty sexy.
He is. He's a sexy little Egyptian. I love him.
All right. Let's get off of astrology.
God dang it.
Okay, well, here, while we're stopped, let's jump into our special segment. Since this episode's all about stain, thought it'd be fun to bring
Show
in...
our head stains. What?
Oh, yeah, I
just
did.
kidding.
I brought in all my underwear.
Did you bring your underwear?
Yeah.
Just kidding.
No. So, Stain is voiced by one Robert McCollum.
Yes.
And Rob is awesome and does a great job as Stain. So
He's doing really good at singing. I
tossed up a baseball to... this is a weird... Sorry, hang on. Robert McCollum voices Stain, and so I thought I would go to Patreon and have them ask him some questions. And he answered them, and here he is.
Hello, Spark and Chaos. It is Rob McCollum. I am here in England getting ready to work on a season 7 of a program called The Inside Man that I'm the writer and producer of in the wonderful, exciting world of IT security training. Not really anime adjacent, but you know, we all got side hustles on side hustles upon side hustles. And this is mine. So I'm sorry I couldn't be there with you. But yeah, my first time on Spark and Chaos. Very excited. Very glad to be here. I have questions from people that want answers to questions. So I'm going to answer those questions now. Lester Richter asked, what was your inspiration in finding Stain's voice? Colleen Klinkenbeard, our lovely director for the beginning seasons of My Hero Academia. I was up there for something else, and she called me in the booth, and she's like, real quick, come over here. Just jump in for a second. I'm like, what am I doing? She's like, don't worry about it. Just jump in for a second. Just kind of stick your tongue out for me and growl. And I was like, I'm sorry, what? She's like, yeah, just kind of stick your tongue out. I'm like, she's like, and kind of make a hissy kind of growl. And I went, she was like, okay, great. That's all I need. And sent me away. Next question. Jacqueline asks, if you had the ability to change one thing about Stain, what would it be and why? The one thing that I would always, my answer has changed for this. The one thing that I have always said about Stain is that I wanted to know more about him. I try not to jump on Wikipedia. I don't dive into the manga. I don't want to know anything until it's time in the program for the audience and me to understand it. I want to see it for the first time and record it right then. So I don't look ahead. I don't read ahead. I don't know anything. But I always wanted to know more about Stain. This episode that you guys are watching right now, for Spark and Chaos, you're talking about it. Like, you get little tidbits of him, but you don't get to understand how he got this worldview. He's very good at explaining his worldview and how he thinks the world is and the problems with it. But how did he get there? And I was always fascinated to know what the backstory was for this guy. And if you're not there yet, I'll give you a little spoiler. In My Hero Vigilantes, which is the new series that's just come out, that is a prequel to My Hero, you get an origin story for Stain. So if you haven't watched it yet, that's reason enough for you to dive in and find out where he came from. Okay. Firefighter Doc Holly asks, if all the characters you voiced had a battle royale, who do you think would win and who do you want to win? I did a dragon in Dragon Ball called Harudagarn that is kind of unstoppable and super powerful, so he might win, but I think Don Quixote Doflamingo from One Piece is probably who I would say of all of my characters would win. Okay, next question. Leah Clark, first-time caller, long-time listener, Leah Clark, has asked, Stain's quirks based on a kind of a pet peeve of sorts, the things that annoy him out in the world. Other than false heroes, what is something that makes me cringe so hard that I mentally want to stab whoever is doing it? There are a few things I get very self-righteous on behalf of other people. In the silly way, the silly answer is road rage. I don't know what it is about Texas roads. Also, I'm really big into currently supporting trans rights and trans kids' rights, and the people that want to vilify them and make them the problem with the world when we're talking about the smallest portion of our society and the most powerless politically and the just literally the people that have the least ability to affect other people's lives negatively. Some reason they have become the boogeyman of the world, and I hate that. So we have a charity that we've set up. It's called Anime Stands Up for All, is the fund, and it's through Lambda Legal. And so we raise a portion of everything we raise when we go to conventions goes to the Lambda Legal Defense Fund for LGBTQ and trans kids specifically, for the Legal Defense Fund. Young spry listener Kyle Phillips asks, what is your single best piece of parenting advice? Best piece of parenting advice I would have is you gotta let your kids see you screw up. Kids need to understand that everybody's gonna screw up all the time, and the important thing is how you deal with it at that moment. Moving on. Another great question from Firefighter Duck Holly, who asks, are there any anime that you voice that you would recommend for people to watch that they may not know about? And first of all, I love a show called Psychopaths. Some people have discovered that, but it's not hugely widely known, but I think it's really fun. There's another show that I really love that is called Barakamon. Leah Clark is in it as well. It is a lovely, simple story about simple people. There's no worlds colliding. There's no giant swords. It's all about an artist trying to reconnect with his art and what he loved about his art in the first place before he got in his own head about being famous or important. In terms of non-anime things, that was the second part of the question, is what non-anime things have I done that people should know about? I worked on a podcast, an audio drama called 1865, and another one called Terms that I highly recommend. 1865 is about the history of the U.S. in construction right after the assassination, Reconstruction, right after the assassination of Lincoln and the manhunt for John Wilkes Booth, and it's just really well put together. And that's on a podcast company called Airship, but you can find it anywhere. It's called 1865, the podcast. And then there was another political drama we did that has a lot of anime voice actors you may recognize, called Terms. So I like those. And then, yeah, if you're at your work and you get assigned the inside man for your IT security training, watch it, because that's what I'm here writing and producing right now. All right. Awesome. Thank you, Spark and Chaos. Thanks for having me on, Leah and Kyle. Sorry I couldn't be there in person, but glad I could be here from England. Enjoy the rest of your watching, and remember, you're all fakes.
There you go. Hope you guys enjoyed the lovely Robert McCollum. He was amazing.
He's so nice.
He's the best.
He's so Stanish.
He's so Stanish.
I wonder what his favorite stain is. What's your favorite stain? Do you have a favorite stain? I have a favorite stain.
Well, any stain that's easy to get out of the carpet is my favorite stain. What's your favorite stain?
A lip stain.
Oh.
Yeah.
How very Sagittarius of you.
I'm not a Sagittarius. I'm a Capricorn with a Libra rising and moon.
Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, Rob's great. Hope you're enjoying the stain. And let's get back to the show. So, what Deku did with his hand behind his back with his phone, he sent Todoroki his location. And this, I feel like Todoroki harped on this a little too much. Because Todoroki shows up and he's like, Deku, I got your text, but it was really cryptic. Next time, don't send such a cryptic text. So you need to send more than just... And it was like, okay, bro, we get it.
And then he was like, and I know it was important because you wouldn't do that unless it was important, because you're not the type to do it. But next time, make sure you give us a little bit more detail. What the hell, dude?
It was really odd. Like,
yeah.
He said like 4 sentences related to it. He should have said 1.
Yeah.
Or even 3 would have been better. It was
just get, I got your message.
Yeah.
That's it.
Or just like, next time send, I don't know. It was weird.
I mean, or, he could have made it a little bit more positive, like, I got your location and I knew you wouldn't send this unless it was important. So here I am. And that's it.
Or why even say anything?
I don't know.
Why not just be like, like you could be like, I got your, oh God.
Yeah.
Like why, I don't know.
I think they felt like we needed it, but I feel like we would have gotten it if once he shows up and he's like, I got your message, and so his location, puts it in his pocket, let's go. Like, we would have got it.
Yeah.
We would have been like, oh, wow, that was really smart.
Or even afterward, like after the fight, after everything's calmed down, he's like, next time, send a little more than
just your location or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, why are we talking about it now?
Moment,
Stane's right here. He's not doing it. He's just waiting, but he's here.
It would have been better if Stain was like in the middle of the air, like, ah!
Yeah.
And he's like, next time, make sure you send a text that has a little more information. And
Oh, wait, he doesn't have...
Yeah. But yeah, no, that was a little weird.
That was weird.
But we get a very random, they paused the fight, I guess, or whatever, that allowed Todoroki to tell us what happened. Why is he because that was our question 2 episodes ago, was why did he pick his dad's agency?
Yeah, he decided to explain that to us, too.
Yeah, in this moment.
Stan
was like,
time.
oh yeah, he's like, yeah, hold on. I gotta tie my shoe, go ahead.
Yeah, just wait.
Yeah, I'll just wait. And so we learned that basically Todoroki went to, at the end of the sports festival, Todoroki goes to the hospital to visit his mom, and that's all we knew for a while. He just visited her.
Yeah.
But he asked her for forgiveness?
For what? Yeah, he never said for what.
Yeah.
We never heard what he did, because she burned him and gave him that mark, and then neglected him. I don't know. What did he do to her?
I guess he felt like he needed to apologize because he couldn't protect her from Endeavor, or that he hasn't avenged her, or I don't know, something to do with Endeavor.
Or maybe that he I don't know, basically walked away from Endeavor and is like disowning Endeavor. Maybe that hurt her.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't, right? Because she was like, he's an asshole too. So I don't know.
I don't know. But his mom forgave him, and that's what he needed, I guess.
To use his dad's quirk.
Yeah.
What?
And so he's able to compartmentalize. So he's like, he said, I haven't forgiven him. I don't know if I ever will, but he is the number 2 hero. Half of my quirk is exactly like his. It makes sense. So it's like, on the one hand, it's like, I'm proud of him.
Yeah.
Because he is able to set aside his own stuff to be like...
He grew up a little bit.
He grew up a little bit. So this was a good episode for Todoroki, a good episode for Deku.
Mm-hmm.
Third bad episode in a row for Iida.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was cool. Lots of cool fighting. Great fighting. Stain is crazy and insane, and that was really cool. There is a word that's used. I don't remember who says it, but someone calls someone a scumbag. I think it's Todoroki. Oh, he says even though my dad's a scumbag.
A scumbag.
Do you remember Barry Watson in the old days?
No.
So Barry Watson was the first director at Funimation.
Oh, I remember who he was, but yeah.
And he did not allow the word scumbag into any anime.
Why? Because of the origins?
Because of the origins of it. He really was not into that word.
Oh, wow.
For those of you who don't know, just look up like scumbag and like sailors.
Scumbag origins.
But yeah, every time I hear that word, I immediately think of Barry Watson.
Oh, wow. Scumbag.
Yeah, so there's lots of little sayings like that.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
Gotta be careful.
Yeah, look up them origins. But that's why Gen Z's changed all that for us. Now we go. But it doesn't make any sense. Can't look it up anyway.
True. Yeah, you can't look.
Doesn't have any origins. Makes zero sense. It's just some words they put together and said.
Well, apparently it's not really Gen Z. It's because Gen Z, they just have slang that's synonyms for slang that we used. Gen Alpha is the one that's using this insane skibbity bull. Yeah, I think.
How old are they? Because I thought it was Z.
They're like, I think the oldest Gen Alpha is like 14. So maybe young Gen Z, old Gen Alpha.
Oh, okay.
And this stupid crap that they say.
The skibbities and the
My 6-year-old nephew uses yet.
Really?
And it's really hard not to be like, don't ever say that again. You sound like an idiot.
What do you say?
I'm just like, oh, please don't use that word.
Yeah.
You know, you don't fully understand what that means. I don't know. It's first of all, it's my nephew. It's not my kid, but
yeah.
You also don't want to make that word enticing.
Right.
You know? Like, oh, why can't I say it? I'm going to say it even more.
Yeah.
But yeah, like older Gen Z will say like bet. You know, like instead of being like, oh yeah, I'll do that, or yeah, I got you, they'd say, oh, bet.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, okay, you're saying a word that shortens what we would say. Okay, or like instead of cool, they'd say sick.
Yeah.
You know.
Sick.
It's like, okay, whatever.
Sick.
Just slangy, you know, synonyms. You know, we can extrapolate what that means quickly. But yeah, it's like, oh, you skibbity toilet riz. It's like,
What is that? Those are just letters that they put together.
sounds
Like, it sounds good. Let's call it this. Like, what? Skibbity.
skibbity toilet riz.
Skibbity doo dah, skibbity. Like, what?
So the way you make it not, the way you change is the older generations, you have to unironically use those because then they're like, oh, this isn't cool anymore. It's like, yeah, good.
Oh.
So you got to use it as much as you can, and then kids will stop sounding stupid.
Just use words, guys. Come on.
They
What's
do
wrong with
exist.
words?
The English language already
I
has
know.
a bunch of words that you can use.
Yeah, or just find some kind of, I don't know, intelligent way to use slang, like selling up the river. You know? At least, listen, it's horrible, but at least it has a, you know?
Yeah.
Like, we get it. We get where that came from. And yes, it's offensive. I don't know.
But there's a story.
There's a story there, and it makes sense, because when you're saying somebody betrayed you and turned on you, and, you know, sold you out,
Yeah.
well, they're
That's
selling you
right.
up the river, just
Yeah.
like that.
Come on.
That's exactly what it is.
Come on.
It's not like some weird old skibbity doo dah. Like, that's silly. That has nothing. That's just something. That's just something you like to say. Like, you held on to it from your toddler years. Skibbity, 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 you know? You liked it so much.
But yeah, Todoroki and Deku are fighting Stain, and in the preview for the next episode, it looked like Gran Torino and Endeavor were fighting each other, but maybe it just
It was
was
like a quick flash. I didn't.
weird pan, and they're both
Yeah.
fighting the same Nomu, as I assume what's happening. But
It could be that.
But yeah, we end on a cliffhanger. They figure out the blood type thing, much to Stain's patient allowance.
Mhm.
He's like, hold
He's
on.
like, yes, you're right.
And then it just kind of ends on a cliffhanger with Iida still paralyzed,
Still down there.
but it was like the TikTok meme. Have you seen those where it's like the end of a Michael Bay film where it's like someone's like dead and it's playing that Linkin Park song and then they're like dead, but then they move their fist and then the credits roll?
No.
That's what this was like, because he's like, come on, get up if you are Ingenium, and he's like, I can't move, and he's like, and he like starts to move and then
And
the
then it's
credits
like,
roll.
that's it.
Yeah. And yeah, it's just like, stand out, we're ready. And the whole time, Native is just
Just in the corner, just nativing, just waiting. He's like,
Just
it's fine.
waiting.
You do you. I'm here.
Yeah.
Whenever you guys
Great.
are ready.
It's great.
Take care of that dude.
But yeah, so it's I guess I don't know. I feel like I don't know how much more Stain we're gonna get. Because you made him seem like he's like the super important character, but
He is a super important character, but are they gonna kill him?
I don't know. But
I mean-
I feel like this fight's gonna be done in the next episode. They can't have a fight go on for a whole multiple episodes like this, right?
Right. No, there's got to be a way. Yeah, that's interesting because obviously the kids don't die,
Yeah.
and I feel like Toga talks about Stain later, so he can't die. What happens?
I don't know.
Maybe
Find out next episode. What was the name of the next episode?
I don't know. What is it?
I don't remember. It said when we did the preview. I mean, when we looked at when we watched it.
Oh, I don't remember. Also, Todoroki has a scratch on his face.
What?
Stain scratched Todoroki.
Oh yeah, that was the whole. It was a cool fight overall because it's the whole blood thing with Stain adds this other element where, like, Stain got him with his sword and then like he just has to lick the blood.
Yeah.
So that's like Todoroki trying to keep him away from
Yeah,
his
he's
sword.
like icing and burning and trying to like climax.
Climax. Oh yeah, that's what it is.
Climax.
Climax. Yeah. So that sounds like it's going to be the end of the fight.
But it says it is also called strategy, depending on the region.
No. Strategy. That's season 2, or that's episode 17.
Total?
Yes.
Oh,
Climax is season 2, episode 17.
right.
So chat's giving you just.
Unless she's lying again.
She's not lying. She's just confused. But yeah, and that's it. And we leave on a cliffhanger, and
Yay!
we'll figure out what happens in the climax of this fight in
I'm
the next
excited.
episode. Climax.
What do you think's gonna happen?
I assume Stain's gonna lose. I mean, Endeavor's
How?
in there.
Oh,
I
yeah.
have a feeling Endeavor and I keep saying Nomu. Endeavor and Gran Torino are gonna take care of whoever their Nomu is, and then Endeavor's gonna go and basically step in and save the day.
That makes sense.
And then Stain's gonna get killed.
No, he can't get killed. Maybe he'll do the thing where he's like, leave them alone. Be off with you. And then he like goes away.
I don't know. I feel like
Can he get killed? I'm nervous.
don't look it up.
I won't.
We'll
but
see. We'll see. Well, also, I mean, we've got Iida, who's like, I'm Ingenium. So I feel like Iida's gonna get. I hope Iida's not rewarded for his dumbassery.
I hope so too.
Like, I feel like what's gonna happen is Iida's gonna stand up and be like, "You're right, I am Ingenium," and he's gonna like go all out on Stain and have some big like, and Stain's gonna be like, and then he's gonna be passed out on the ground, and then that's when Endeavor shows up. He's like, "Oh, good job, kids. Well, maybe Stain just goes to jail or something." But
Maybe. That would be interesting. And then he breaks out
is
of
there
jail.
jails? Are there jails in this show?
I think so, yeah. I think there are jails. I don't know if it's the same like area or world or trope. I know that like eventually there are some characters that go to jail. But yeah, I don't know how that all works. Like maybe it's only in wherever they're doing their characters. You know, wherever those characters lie.
But yeah, well, I'm excited for the next episode. It's gonna be fun.
Can't wait.
All right, before we wrap, as we always do this season, let's do fun facts and whatnots. This time about Stain.
It's a Stain episode.
It's a Stain episode.
Stain.
All right, his ultra analysis Stain.
Stain.
His ultra analysis stats are power 4 out of 6.
4 out of 6.
Yeah,
oh my
he's
gosh.
not very strong.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
I
4 out of 6 is strong. He's stronger than average.
Yeah.
Speed 5 out of 6. He seems pretty fast. Technique 5 out of 6. I feel like that needs to be a 6 out of 6. He's like
Yeah.
sword user, and then what Todoroki at one point in the ep is like, all right, so basically I just need to keep my distance, and then all of a sudden a throwing knife gets him. Like,
Oof.
I feel like that's intense technique.
Yeah.
Wits 4 out of 6.
Okay.
And this surely should have been 6 out of 6, but it's 5 out of 6. Conviction.
Conviction. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
That should be 6 out of 6
Yeah,
for
for
sure. And then his popularity polls. So he's not in all of them. Remember, this is top 50.
Okay.
He's in the first 3, 22, 29th, 27th. He's not in the 4th. 49th in the 5th.
Really?
And then he's not in the 6th, 7th, or 8th, but he is in the 9th popularity poll, 43rd. So despite being like one of the cooler characters, definitely one of the cooler villains, he is not very popular.
Yeah, that's weird. I wonder why. Maybe because, I don't know, maybe he has a short...
Because he waits for
Yeah.
everyone to take their
To
turn.
figure it out, yeah.
What do you got?
He's inspired real-world movements.
Wait, what?
That's what it says.
Wait, like... Okay, go ahead.
He's inspired real world movements. Let's see. Stain's ideology calling out fake heroes is and insisting only the truly selfless deserve the title influenced the League of Villains.
Oh,
So that's why.
Oh, they mean real world in My Hero.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what?
I was like, oh, that would be
Who's
concerning.
calling out- let's see. Oh, and his nose is cut off. So it's not just the weird thing covering his nose. He actually has a scarred body and a missing nose. As a result of intense battles, self-inflicted injuries, and refusing to heal properly. He was also, this is my last one, he was inspired by a Western comic villain. Hirikoshi mentioned that Stain was inspired by Moonfish and elements of the Joker,
Yeah, Joker makes sense.
particularly in how he sees the world through a moral absolutist lens, but uses brutal violence tacked on it. The Joker!
The Joker.
That's interesting.
Okay.
What else?
His dark outfit, choice of weapons, and violent ideology are this. So I don't know. This is similar but different to what you said. Most likely derived from the comic book anti-heroes of the '90s. Trend galvanized primarily by creators like Rob Liefeld and Todd McFarlane. And there's a lot of. He's very reminiscent of Spawn. I don't know if you know who Spawn is.
No.
Look him up.
Don't.
Look him up.
Look up Spawn.
Spawn. That he played by Wesley Snipes in the '90s movies. And then remember I said he seems like a Ninja Turtle villain?
Yeah.
Another fun fact here is that his design, bandana, samurai equipment, and even the lack of nose were inspired by the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
He does look like a Ninja Turtle. That's so accurate.
And their comic book. The big interesting thing with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is the TMNT comics are very dark.
Really?
Yes, like they're
Really?
Yeah, they're like they're kind of brutal, and then
The turtles?
yeah, so they're like,
wow.
let's make this more kid friendly for the cartoon.
Oh wow.
And then Spinner, who's I guess one of the people inspired by Stain,
Yeah.
has a similar appearance, and he's got green skin, he's reptilian, and his wild teenage motivations.
He's pretty wild.
Pretty wild.
Spinner.
According to Horikoshi, in Volume 7, Stain did not receive a volume profile page, as by this point in the series, Horikoshi did not want readers growing too attached to the villains, and thus did not
What?
write profiles for them. He would retract the statement in Volume 23 when he started producing volume profiles for the villains. Because he was like, well, people really like these villains.
Because they're badass.
Let's go for it. This is cool. Another, seems like Stain was...
Stain is cool, man.
I couldn't find anything about this, but if I had to guess, I'd say Stain was probably the first villain he designed. In his first sketches, Stain had shorter hair, headband was smaller, and wore a belt with pockets on his sides. He didn't have wristbands. His neck was covered. He also had tube equipment connected from his throat to his mouth, and that was scratched and then reused for Himiko Toga.
They gave it to me?
They gave it to you?
Yeah, because she has that with the mask with the thingies.
That's right.
Oh, that's so cool.
Then finally, what I have here is his Japanese voice actor Go Inoue. Shares roles with Callan Goff in JJK, Chris Sabat in Day Day Live, and Joel McDonald in Muck and Key.
Wow, that's interesting.
I could see all three of those people also being able to do Stain.
Sabat would be a badass Stain, actually. Oh my god, can you imagine?
Yeah, because this is Rob.
Damn.
As you guys heard in the interview there, Rob has kind of a deeper, raspier voice, but he's just hey, I'm Rob McCollum. He just kind of has a normal timbre, but then he's doing this voice.
Yeah.
So I could easily. Kellen we know can do that, no problem. My God, Kellen can easily do that. It would have been. Rob sounded great, but it would have been cool to hear Sabat. Because I don't know if I've ever heard Sabat do... I know he can do that voice.
Yeah.
I've never heard him do it.
I don't think I have either.
Has Sabat ever played a really gnarly villain?
Not a gnarly villain, but he has... In Salty Ray, he played kind of a brooding dude who brooded a lot and he got angry, but... And it felt very heavy and I could see it being intimidating. It was very intimidating sounding. So...
Because he's Vegeta, but Vegeta's more in his higher range. I'm trying to think of if he's Salty Ray. I can't think of him doing
I don't think I've ever heard him play villain like that.
Yeah.
But I bet it would be...
I bet he could.
Freaking intense.
The only one that's maybe is Joel has that raspy quality, but Joel sounds a lot younger.
Yeah.
I bet he could do it. Joel's very talented, but I don't know if he could get that deep.
Yeah.
That Rob gets down there really, really far down there, but
yeah.
I don't know. Who knows? There you go.
Huh.
That's Stain. Stain's a cool villain, and
He is cool.
We're focusing on him a lot, just because he is kind of the antagonist of the season. Leah loves him. Toga loves him. He's kind of our first, because so far the villains have been very
touch and go
at a distance.
Yeah.
They popped in at the end of season 1, but we didn't really know who they were, and then it's just Nomu, who's a big dumb bird thing. It doesn't really talk. finally we get like a villain who has a mantra, an MO, like we're
Like,
getting dirty with him.
He has like such like a reason for villaining. Like,
Yeah.
I'm into it. Like, I feel like Stain right now. Stain is my number one.
He's cool?
I feel like he's cool. I feel like he knocked a chalk down for me.
Oh.
Yeah, so I think he's riding high.
So
on
the
my
Leah
faves.
popularity poll,
Yeah.
he's number one.
He's number one right now.
Okay.
So Chalks is at 2.
Chalks is that too. Stain's definitely up there. His tongue is the only thing that holds me back.
It's
tongue
weird.
Is gross.
It is pretty gross. I mean, but he's anxious. He wants to get it over with. Like he doesn't have time to heal. He's just
Yeah.
like, oh, fuck it.
His-
He
his-
cuts up his tongue. That's what it's like. Yeah, he's like licking his
oh yeah, you're right.
blades, and his tongue is all messed
I didn't
up.
even think about that.
'Cause
Yeah,
it's
he does
gross.
need to sharpen his blades though. Like they're all jagged. Like, dude, just sharpen your blades.
Especially if you're gonna be licking him like that. Ugh.
But yeah, and his quirk is cool. You know, it's complicated but not overly complicated. Like it's for a while it's like I wonder if they thought like, oh, he must have like poison on his blades or something or paralyzed.
Mhm.
But like it's cool that he can't just straight up like slice you up. Like
Yeah.
he has to like get access to your blood
And then drink
and then
it.
like it. And it's also cool
then-
that the blood type determines
Yeah.
how much time you get frozen for.
I
Like
love that.
that's pretty cool.
That is really cool.
He's a cool villain, cool voice.
Here's a question though.
Yeah.
If Stain accidentally cuts himself, licks his own blood, is he now frozen?
Yeah, I think so.
That would suck.
Yeah, I mean, how often does that
He's like,
happen?
Farting.
Well, no, I bet not, because I think he probably has to, like, the question with All Might is, if someone were to just lick his sweat, do they inherit one for
yeah.
all?
Or
Like,
eat his
no,
hair.
it has to be conscious. So I think Stain consciously is freezing them.
Oh, okay.
So if he were to lick his own blood, he wouldn't just accidentally get.
Like frozen.
Yeah, like if you were to get a bloody nose or something, or like somewhere to pop him in the mouth, like he'd be in very easy. Like when Deku punched him with the smash, surely there's some internal
Yeah.
bleeding, and it's not like he's like,
Yeah, he like bit his.
he wouldn't be able to
cheek
do
or something.
anything. Because
Yeah.
surely even Ingenium got some shots in on him before he was stabbed.
That's true.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I think he can't.
Okay,
accidentally
good. Because that would be
paralyze himself.
weird.
That would suck. It
It
would make him.
would. Could you imagine?
He wouldn't do anything. He would be immediately dropped down a whole bunch. Well, there you go. We did it. What do you guys think so far of everything going on? You liking the Stain stuff? You liking season 2? We're getting real cool now that we got some villain stuff going on.
Yes, it's the best.
But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying. Leah, where can the good people find you online and in person?
This weekend, you can see me at Superstar Anime in Virginia Beach, Virginia. And then I will be at Ecchi Expo in Denver right after that. And then I will tell you what I will be doing next, because it's going to be really cool, and it is going to be Ecchi Expo. So I'm doing 2 Ecchi Expos. Wow. All right. So I'm doing Ecchi Expo August 8th through 10th in Denver, and then I will be done for August. I'll go on to Ecchi Expo Orlando September 5th through the 7th.
There you go. And then
Interesting.
on the socials, did you say that?
Leah Clark VA everywhere, mostly Instagram. Find me on the gram.
On the gram.
Yes.
I am Kyle Phillips Fun everywhere. Instagram, TikTok, Twitch. I'm on Twitch 3 nights a week, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Sunday nights, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. Tomorrow night I'm streaming Red Dead Redemption 2. I don't know what I'm doing this weekend though. Interesting. As long as my flight back from Tennessee doesn't get delayed, I'll be streaming Sunday as well. But yes, this weekend I will be in the Chattanooga, Tennessee area. I'll be at FarleyCon with Mr. Chris Waycamp and Monica Real. Come out and say hi. Next weekend, Madison Comic Expo in Madison, Wisconsin with Mallory, I believe is going to be there. Freerin herself will be there. Weekend after that, Fan Expo Chicago. I think Waycamp's going to that as well, and I think Matranga is going to that. And Jack Broadbent. You can meet the new major member of the My Hero family. He's the lead dude in Vigilantes.
Okay, cool.
Go come out and say hi. And then the weekend after that, to complete 4 in a row, Fan Expo Canada in Toronto, 4-day con, 21st
Wow.
through the 24th of August. Come out and say hi. Well, there you go. Stain
Holla.
action complete. I'm excited to see the next episode. I'm excited to see if Iida's going to continue being a big dummy. How is
Like, how is this gonna?
friends going to bail him out again?
I mean, he's still a dummy. Like, we're past that. Like, either his friends are gonna bail him out, or I don't know. They're all getting screwed with him.
I hope they all get screwed with him. He deserves to see his friends get
I
taken down
know.
because of his dumbassery.
What a jerk, Iida.
Iida. All right. We'll see you guys next week for Climax.
Holler
Spark.
and chaos.
Out.
A journey